I was just baited. I was just baited into this. You're calling these two rappers terrorists?
No! Whoa!
Do you know what's patharbazi though?
It's throwing stones.
I mean, I think it's just an ugly bag, to be very honest.
So, Devansh, welcome to episode 1 of In the Culture, where we're going to be talking about culture, fashion, music, trends, everything that's relevant and important is being talked about here. So, how do you feel being our first guest on this show?
I think this has been one of the biggest achievements of my life so far. Sitting in front of you on this couch for the very first edition of In the Culture. So, I mean, I have to thank my parents for this.
So, speaking of 2024, bro, I was shocked to see my 2024 Wrapped on Spotify.
What was on it?
None of the artists that I actually listened to were on it. And this is actually a whole scandal that's going on right now.
What is the scandal?
That Spotify is doing all the Wrapped last minute. So they're not actually keeping track of what you actually listen to, but in the end, they just kind of put together, like run around and put together any rap.
So what is on your rap though?
You know who I have on my rap who you may know? Do you know Zirfan? Yeezy. I love listening to his music. Okay, anyway, moving on. I want to see your rap.
I'm quite scared because some of my music choices are quite problematic. But we'll see. Okay, so what's on number 1 actually? Very mainstream, very commercial now. But it's actually Big Dogs.
Damn, that was the song that owned 2024.
I think in July it was like the most played song globally. So I mean, I think for an Indian artist to just do that, it was quite something. I think as a song, I really just didn't like it. I think the reason it really blew up, to be very honest, is the entire video. And everyone's just tripping balls over the video, but honestly, it was just something that we've seen always in our childhood. If you think about it, the Maut ka Kuwa, the circus is just something that's so commonplace for us. But all the Westerners just looked at that video and just tripped out, oh shit, what is really happening here?
I actually feel like the song blew up before the video. If you're telling me you don't like that song, that's cap. That's cap. There's no way you don't like Big Dogs.
No, so I like it, but I still think it's very overrated. I mean, the guy is doing now a collab with A$AP Rocky and they came out with a remix like last week. So that is insane. And I don't think that song deserved a collab with A$AP Rocky particularly. Yeah, I mean, King did a collab with Nick Jonas, imagine. For like, Tu Maan Meri Jaan. So I mean, if King can pull off that, I think Big Dog still deserves A$AP Rocky.
King?
You don't know King?
No.
haven't you seen the guy who does like ऐसे dance romantic videos? तू आके देख ले, तू मान मेरी जान, देख ले. Correct.
Okay, he's the king. Okay.
I know, but talking about people you might not have heard of, there's this really cool duo that's also on my Wrapped that blew up this year. It's Seedhe Maut. Have you heard of them?
No. Them? It's a them.
It's a them. There's two of them. One is called Seedhe, the other is called Maut.
Is that a joke?
No.
Oh.
Why do you find that hard to believe?
Why would someone be called Seedhe and why would someone be called Maut?
I mean, that's a question
Straight
for later.
death.
Yeah, but I'll make you listen to like a diss track.
But I keep hearing about them here and there now that you mention it.
Yeah, they blew up. They blew up this
yeah?
year and the last, to be very honest. Like, they're going mainstream now. They were recently on MTV Hustle. Do you know what's MTV Hustle?
Yes, Devan.
What is MTV Hustle?
Hustle, the show on MTV.
इनमें से एक का है नाम आतंकी पर दूसरा है आतंकवादी ब्रो ये पत्थरबाज है आर्मी पे पत्थर है फैक्ट और चिढ़ता है भारत से भोसली का पत्थरबाज है छाती पे निशान है इसकी ये दोस्तों पे फ्लेक्स है करता ये पत्थरबाज है भारत में है ये कमाता और उसी पे पत्थर मारे हाँ ये पत्थरबाज है और वो बिल्कुल सही क्लिप यूज करी है तूने हमारी
Yeah, Sanjana. So after that little segue into your lip gloss, just right after you heard Seedhe Maut, what do you think of Seedhe Maut now?
So, okay, as a piece of music, I liked the parts where he was like, the rap part kind of calmed down and then he was like talking and delivered. That was hot.
That's called rapping. Form.
No, like Devansh.
Come up in the late 90s.
When he's this is rap. This is rapping. When he's talking, like that's hot.
And what about the rap?
I feel like he was talking about some controversial things.
Yeah, you know what's the backstory here?
I don't actually.
So actually, there were these two like other rappers who happened to be from Kashmir, and these guys came into their label, Seedhe Maut's label, and were planning a diss track on Seedhe Maut and planning a music video for that diss track on Seedhe.
Behind his back.
Behind their back, correct.
Behind their back.
and then you heard the rest.
Always
Do you know what's patharbazi though?
It's throwing stones.
At who?
I know. I've seen one of the Kashmir movies.
Which one?
Gosh, bro, I know. You're just making me laugh. I know. I'm an intellectual. These glasses prove that I know stuff. I'm telling you, like in Kashmir, they be doing this, bro. They be throwing the rocks at people's houses.
What people's houses? Are you sure they throw rocks at people's houses or at the police? Both?
You're not the good kind.
What kind of people? Bad people?
There's terrorism in the country still. Oh my god, I need to have a serious face while talking about it. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of terrorism stuff going on.
So you're calling these two rappers terrorists?
No! Whoa!
Seedhe Maut did that.
No, but I'll tell you one thing. It makes me think that if he has to use so much rage bait, like what is he lacking as an artist that he feels the need to use rage bait to build his career off of that? Fuck. That is.
And that's your hot take, Sanjana. So, guys, Sanjana from Gurgaon. Yeah. Sanjana from Gurgaon thinks Seedhe Maut is just using rage bait as an artist.
Speaking of things that are overrated,
Yeah.
what do you think about Birkin bags?
Birkin bags, like the Hermes Birkin?
Yeah. Is it Hermes?
Correct. I mean, I think it's just an ugly bag, to be very honest.
Men.
I really don't get the hype around that particular bag. I also know there's another one, the Mini Kelly, which was basically bagworthy in ZNMD.
Yeah.
So I found both of those bags very ugly, very forgettable.
I'll tell you why that is. Because you're a man. I'm sorry, but men don't get it. This is why women need more women designed products. Like we need women designing our products. Why women love it is because it's not only fashionable, it's also super functional. The functionality level of a Birkin you will not find in any other bag.
So I have a duffel bag I got from Amazon for like $2,000. I would argue that's actually more functional than the Birkin.
Okay, TK, your duffel may be more functional, but like a girl is not going to carry that bag. I haven't seen it yet, bro, but like will a girl carry that bag? Based off of your knowledge, answer honestly.
I mean, probably not.
So, do you think your question has answered itself?
Okay, so talking of things that are overrated and the hype, I'll choose something really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, talking of hype and overrated things, you know what else is in the culture this week?
What?
It's actually a Casio watch, but it's shaped like a ring and it fits in your finger.
Show me a picture because that makes zero sense, bro. I would love to know what went into like the R&D process. Like, is there a demand for such a product?
What happens if a guy wears this on a first date with you?
If a guy wears this on a first date with me, he can definitely see the time constantly.
I think if a guy is wearing this on a date with you, he probably... And
say it. Say it.
so I was just saying, if a guy is wearing this on a date with you and constantly looking at the time, I think that should be telling enough for you to self-introspect your life until this point.
I think he should be the one, self-introspecting what led to this fashion choice. Do you wear this? Like, what kind of guys who are they targeting with this?
I don't know. I would never wear this. Honestly, okay, tell me something. Very curious. What do you think about jewelry on men?
I think it can
Because, yeah, like I've had an entire spectrum. Like a couple of years ago, I started wearing rings and stuff. And then someone told me that you just look like a guy who would hurt a mother's daughter or something like that. Or who would disrespect someone's parents. And I just stopped wearing all jewelry immediately.
Who said that to you?
No, it was just a friend.
Oh, no, that's so mean. I think men and jewelry, if done right, can be hot.
Define done right. So like, does it need to match like a skin tone?
No, I think
Or like
the
gold versus silver, or like very blingy, icy, or like what do you
he has
think?
to pull it off in the right way. So the whole fit as a whole should make sense. And like it has to match the whole fit. Do you need fashion lessons?
I don't need fashion lessons. I have decided I can't pull off jewelry at all.
But I like bi-coded men.
What is bi-coded?
Uncle,
What is bi-coded?
bi-coded men are bisexual coded men.
So basically,
Say it.
this is too left for me. Can I just say?
Yeah?
This is too liberal for me.
You don't like bi-coded men?
Not at all. I was just baited. I was just baited into this. I'm not sure how I feel about. So, what's the difference between bi-coded men and bisexual men? It's the same, right?
No. So bi-coded on the internet is like this entire genre of men who are very fashionable.
Okay.
So men typically, like a typical man doesn't know.
Gay men dress better.
Exactly.
It's a thing.
So when men groom themselves better, when they dress better, when they know their fashion, when they're like a little soft boy coded.
Effeminate men is.
Slightly, I guess. Yeah, slightly effeminate men.
Effeminate,
Soft.
very boy next door, soft. So that's bi-coded men.
Sort of.
And are they bisexual as well?
Sometimes.
Okay, so I don't have an issue with bi-coded men.
Thank you for allowing them to exist, Devansh.
No, I don't have an issue with bi-coded men. I don't have an issue with bisexual men either. It's just that I've had my fair share of experiences around gay men that have somewhat traumatized me. But I don't think I don't believe in generalizing. So I think we're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Who told you to trauma down? Damn, that could really be up to interpretation. What happened, if I may ask?
So a couple of years ago, I went to this Pride parade in CP, and I went there to support a friend. So until that point, I was a very active ally.
Oh.
Yeah, and I went there to support a friend. She's bi, and I think during that parade, I might have gotten inappropriately groped at least thrice. And one of them insisted not to leave until my friend had to step in and just do it. So I think since then I have just tried to be very mindful and keep my distance, and maybe sometimes keep pepper sprays on me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, never heard of a man having
Yeah,
to carry pepper spray. But no, I'm so sorry that happened with you, and
I don't think you're sorry at all. It doesn't feel genuine.
But I'm not the one who did it. What else can I do? What else can I am sorry that you had to go through something like that, and I just want to say I'm also an ally, and I want to say that I don't think that would be a fair representation of the entire LGBT
Yeah, see,
community.
it's like not all men. # not all men.
But
Correct?
most men. Enough men for us to make us feel unsafe all the time.
Did you realize the irony in that statement? Did you not see the hypocrisy right there? Guys, I won this round for the internet.